I see sorry Jen trending. What is happening? Hey everyone. Hey y'all. I'm sorry I got distracted. I see sorry Jen trending over on my side of Twitter, so I was trying to figure out what's going on. Choreographer, what? Choreography. Jen of BTS special performance video. Jen trying to stop us from trending Super Tuna when it's already under Baby Shark. I'm sorry. Wow, I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna have to go check that out. I'm gonna have to check that out later. Hello, I'm sorry, I had to adjust the camera. Where's my other Twizzler? Okay. All right. Yes, as you guys can see by the title, I'm not going to be on for long today, but I definitely wanted to give a snippet of the energy reading that I attempted to do on Ateez. I have like 3 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold up. 8? 7? Okay, maybe there was 7. 7 pages worth of stuff. I did decide that I'm basically going to kind of throw it away essentially because I don't know, I wasn't satisfied with it. But however, let me do my greetings first. um, all right. Hey, I'm just Namjuning J, Samara, Momalake, Johnny, Six Toe, Beauty the Cat, Mary B, Revwin, Hey You, Queen Charity, Bittersweet, Laylee, Sabrina, Brianna. Hi, everyone who is in here. Welcome to the Lions and Tarot. Thank you for stepping in the den with us. And all of our beautiful cubs and all of my cub members, cub YouTube members. Yeah, so I'm gonna be grazing over the some things that I did in the energy reading that I did for Ateez. Like I said, I am not going to do. I'm not going to give you guys everything that I got. I did get a lot of stuff. I may do that for a private live, only because I do plan on throwing it away and not going over everything. But I may do a private live for YouTube members or Patreon, just so I do have it sort of on the record or some parts of it actually fully said. It is what it is. I'll think about it. But before I do start reading off anything that I got in my energy reading or channeling of the members, please understand this is for entertainment purposes only. I use I use this as a form of practice. Please don't take any of this as reality. If you did not see it or hear it from the members themselves, it is not true. This is all for fun. It's fun, okay? It's for fun. But yeah, I will go over some things that that I picked up, okay? And I'm just gonna start with Yo Song because he had the strongest impression in the sense of he insulted me before leaving. So when I tried to channel Yo Song or whatever, basically he told me I was mediocre at best and I was not a great listener. So that was the impression that I got from him. So there's your Yo Song snippet. Um, so I've obviously got a long way to go. And he is, at least from what I could pick up, the energy for Yo Song is very blunt, very blunt, and very in your face. Like he in the metaphysical, or you could say, is not shy, not too shy about saying how he feels. So there's that. All right. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to share off this? I actually didn't even rehearse going through what I specifically wanted to share, but just be patient with me. I'm gonna let y'all in on some tea. Yeah, I was dragged. Yeah, I was dragged. I mean, I'm not mad, but you know, um, you know, sometimes you got to be dragged to figure out if you're doing well or not. So let's see what I have here. What is interesting that I can pick out that's not too heavy? Um, I don't know for those of you who've seen Kingdom. Now there are a lot of these questions that were based off my sister who asked me a lot of questions. She wanted me to do the channeling of Ateez. So a lot of these are centered around her questions. If they seem odd, make sure you go you can shout out Scaredy Cat on here. Well, her name is a Scaredy Cat on here. She's Scaredy Cub in general. Um, I need to change her name to Scaredy Cub. Yeah, so one of the things she asked me, and she wanted to know about on Kingdom, where Hong Jun and Bang Chan had their conversation, and it was kind of like sort of a blind date where it seemed like, Bang Chan kept flirting where Hongjun kind of wanted to speak more about business. So she wanted me to ask him, basically how did Hongjun feel about, his interactions with Bang Chan. And from what I got from that realm, remember, it does not reflect reality. So hey, Black Noon Speaks. Thank you. I tried something different, but remember, this doesn't reflect reality. It's for fun. And my voice is gone, so I'm sorry, guys. But Hongju said that the speed dating was awkward and he wasn't sure if Bang Chan was flirting with him or threatening him. Sort of read the room. What is it? Read the room issues. Yeah, there were read the room issues going on. So there's that. Let's see. Oh, what was interesting about who was it? Wu Young. Is my daggone cat back here? Okay. What was interesting about Wu Young? I tried to communicate or get to communicate with Wu Young, and I wanted to ask him about. Let's see. Yeah, asked him about San or something. But apparently he had beef with San at that moment, so he had very hostile energy towards San. I don't know. He was orange and gold. I don't know if he was glittery. Did she put he was glittery? Because a lot of Ateez came up for me glittery for some reason. But he was orange. His energy, his aura was like orange and gold. That's how I saw him. He came in. He had orange and gold. No, I thought he was white and was San orange and gold. Either way, she did. Anyway, Wu Young actually came. I remember Wu Young was he had a pure energy. It was like, I think I remember seeing him come in as white originally. So I'm not sure if the way, like I said, my sister took the notes, if she was describing Wu Young's energy or San's. But Wu Young did have a sense of pure and innocence to him. So there's that. Sorry if I'm not I'm reading the comments. It's only because I'm trying to concentrate and also make sure that I'm careful with what I say. Let's see. Anna says, what is this about? This is about my attempt to sort of channel or say, I guess channel the energy of the Ateez members. I used to do this a lot back in the day. I did one for EXO, and I think I did little snippets for other groups too. So I'm kind of going over some I'm giving you guys a little snippet or sneak preview of the things that I did channel, or however you want to see it. And for those of you who have come in, because last time when I gave the warning or whatever, it was about 17 people in here. So I want to say, please remember, take this all with a grain of salt. This is what I used to practice. This is not does not reflect any of the Ateez members or Stray Kids, since they were mentioned. Actually, excuse me. Any of the members or any K-pop idols or human beings that I mentioned in here, it does not reflect them in reality. This is just what I got when trying to channel their energy or channel their metaphysical forms. Okay. Hey, listening, Aaliyah. What you see is what you get. Did I agree already? I'm not sure, but hey, girl. Novekia's in here. What's up, Novekia? Okay, so yes. Um, Sungwa was very, very funny. I may have been a little bit too strong energy for him, but he definitely let me know that I have to be delicate with his energy. Um, he was actually quite hilarious. What notes do I have here from grabbing hold of his energy? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. No. Okay. Where is it? Ah, yes. I came on to approached. I did not approach him slowly. Okay, so I may have came on to him very. It came across his energy too aggressively. So then he kind of backed up a little bit, and like his energy was kind of telling me, Black Nuna speaks as disclaimer. Please be respectful and understand this is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Enjoy the chat and thumbs up the live. Yes, please. Exactly that. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is, again, does not reflect any of these people in reality, in real life. Okay. So take it as a fan fiction, if you will. But yes, he told me I had to be delicate with him, basically. Um, he did not want me to speak to Hong Joon. Hong Joon's sort of like energy in that realm was throwing a fit because I guess I was able to actually pull Sungwa before I spoke to Hong Joon actually. So yeah, the comments from Hong Joon about Bang Chan was later because kind of it was like almost Sungwa was like, I'm here, like push him to the back. I'm here first because I want to say what I want to say, because if he speaks first, he's going to tell you things that I don't agree with. That's kind of like how it was, right? I'm just Nam Juning says, Hua and June are my bias. Let's see what you choose, what you get. Idols are grown and not that innocent. Fans are just gonna have to deal with it. These readings, we the people are nosy. Exactly. We the people are very, very nosy. And if you're in here, that proves that you're just as nosy as the rest of us cubs. So we're gonna continue. um Let's see. All around for those who are shippers. Is this from Jong Ho? I'm not gonna give y'all all the tea, but I will say this: Jong Ho is messy. Jong Ho he's actually the fun. I'm gonna save him for last. Jong Ho is messy and he's hilarious. And I would say Jong Ho is actually not only the messiest, but also the biggest anti-shipper. So you can take that as you wish. If you have a ship, he probably hates it. Okay. Did I call him a liar? I don't know. My sister put in quotations, don't call Sunlaw a liar. So I may have accidentally called him a damn liar. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm not there. I'm not very I do approach very strongly and bluntly when I do this. I don't know why. So I do have to sort of adjust energy when kind of trying to communicate with certain energies on the metaphysical side of things, because some of them could either shy away or some of them may adjust to that. Because one person who did match my energy was San, and then I did not speak to him at all. I had to hang up. Okay. But we're gonna get to that. Okay. So let's see. Um, I'm hearing. Oh yeah, I got John Ho is a good boy. Um, I'm just gonna go off of what I remember because I her notes are all over the place. I'm just gonna go to John Ho first because he was honestly the most hilarious. John Ho is anti Sung Wa Hong Jun. He said they needed to divorce. Okay, he doesn't. He's not down for Sung Wa Hong Jun ship. So the parents of the groups, he says they need to divorce. He's over it. He's over it. So that realm, the metaphysical Jong Ho said he's over it. He can't stand seeing them. They need to divorce. They need to cut it. He also had opinions on is it was it it was a few other ships actually. It's also funny. I couldn't get a hold of and he was approaching because he went, okay, here's I tried to get I tried to because one of the bigger reasons why I did is because I was watching Deja Vu. In the beginning, he says, I know. And immediately I was like, I picked something up from you. I was like, you have some form of intuition and that's why you're quiet. I see you. I'm onto your ass. Right. And then what confirms me is a coincidence, right? Confirmed for me is I wanted tickets to Ateez, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna get some tickets. And then I was laughing at myself. I said, if you know so much, you better give me some luck so I can get a ticket. And I said that. Tell me why I went to sleep. And the next day on Twitter, that's when I see made a good luck charm for fans trying to get tickets, and Wu Young drew a ticket. And I was like, okay, that was a coincidence that said, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and channel them. I'm gonna go ahead and channel them. All right, and that's what I decided to do. I was like, okay, let me do it. My sister's been bugging me about it. Then that coincidence, kind of the way that lined up, I was like, that's crazy. Let me do it. All of that for that man to not talk to me. I tried to channel him, and he was like, let me tell you what he was like. I don't remember what his energy was, what color it was. Was he also gold? Was he gold as well? His aura was like, what was it? Either way, this man, when I tried to call on pull his spirit forward or pull him forward, this man literally came forward and then was like at a distance. Like I can't explain it. Like it was like a little too far for me to try to like speak to him, but close enough that I knew the presence was there. And I could pull onto his energy, but not close enough so that I can interact. And he was literally like kind of floating around, like he was teasing me or mocking me that I could not grab hold and kind of communicate or grab hold of the energy and feel it out. So it was like there's this thing where he was teasing these kids and he had like this dough. It was like that. That's what it was like. So I did not get to speak to him. At one point he was going to approach me, but then I called him a five head and he did not speak to me after that. And so there was that. So I didn't get to speak to Um, so there. Sorry for all of the powers. I think he did change the name to his specific fans. I think it's like potato something now, but Black Nuna says spirit be spilling all the tea. They for real, but I guess at that I called him out for having a five head. He was like, I'm definitely not talking to you now. So I was like, all right, well. And so that's when my sister told me that I need to really stop being so rough with head, trying to call in energy. If you gonna act like that and lose everyone you trying to communicate with, then what's the point? So I was like, okay, I had to dial it back. Okay. Let's see. Um, the Jongho and the metaphysical said that he tries his best, but what is this for? Um, he he finds it hard to need the rest of the members to baby him because it was almost like he was like, what can they do for me? Like, what can, like, it was almost like for him, he was like, he babysits them. And like, even though they try to take care of him, it's like almost in a way he feels like he has to sort of clean up after them. So he's like, he was kind of giving this energy like, I mean, they try, but they can't do nothing for me. They can't even be, they can't be youngs, right? They're too childish to take care of me. Okay. So and but he does want to be babied. He does want to be babied and he does want to be taken care of. It's just that he's just like he doesn't see it for them. Okay. That's what I got for that. Um where are my Sungwon notes? Cause he was honestly hilarious. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go off of what I recalled. I don't know what I said to him, but again, I think we were on the topic of deja vu. And he said, my top, the top, because I was like, yeah, that top. He said, that top. And then he clasped his chest and he said, it was scandalous. That's what he did, just like that. Like, and just like, oh, it was scandalous. And I was like, wow, wow. Like he was very dramatic, very expressive, and very dramatic. Like he literally moved away and his energy stood next to my sister when I was too aggressive with him. And was like, she's right. Like you should stop being so, like you shouldn't be rough with me. I could just leave if I wanted to. That was kind of what he was giving me. Um Still laughing at that, the fact that Wu Young was in that realm. Wu Young had beef with San, and that's hilarious to me because I don't even think over there. I don't even know if San knew or cared, but either way, but I mean, um, they said I think John Hall was telling me he said Mingy's not a troublemaker. Mingy's not a troublemaker. He's spoiled, but he's not a troublemaker. Let's see. Okay, Hong Jun's energy was glittery green and yellow. Um, what other? Yeah. For some reason, when I pulled Hong Jun, he was giving me JoJo pose, like JoJo Bizarre Adventures kind of energy pose. Like he was, it was like it's like this thing where that I don't know JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, but it's like this blonde guy and he's like walking really aggressively, like dun 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 dun. It's like that. That's how he came out, like very strong, like big, strong. It was just JoJo energy. It was JoJo, also very flamboyant, very flamboyant. Let's see. What you choose, what you get, says Sungwa a freak. I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah, Sungwa was let's see. Dio, is Dio the blonde? Because he was that's what when he came in, that's how he like came in, like with that energy. Let's see. All right, so San. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it. I mean, I don't think nobody here don't think San be, slanging, right? Slanging D, right? So when I pulled on San's energy, I immediately was like, all right, so what's the tea? Like, you really getting around or what? Right? Um, And San was on some. At first, he was on some like, I'm not about to engage. Look, I am a reserved man. I am a decent man. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, all right, all right, all right. But do you be? And I'm like, do you be fucking right? And so he decided, I'm gonna match your energy. And he started telling me how he be getting up in their guts. And I'm like, okay, boom. I ended that right there. I did not go back to San at all. So sorry about that. I did not go back to San. San matched my energy and told me that I wasn't ready. So I said, you're dead, you're goddamn right. And I got the fuck on. Excuse my language, we 25 minutes in, so I don't think they gonna either way. So I got out. He said he be you don't want to know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know, but because it was a surprise to me, but y'all don't want to know. Um, um, but and, and as Scaredy Cat so beautifully put, San is nasty / wild. Um, okay, yeah, I knew. I was like, no, Wu Young was white. Okay, it says Wu Young has white glitter. Because I was like, no, Wu Young came out to me white, not gold. Okay, Wu Young was white glitter. So I'm guessing she meant to put San must have been um gold and also glitter green. Okay, cool. Um Yes. Okay. So apparently I told her that he has a trifling innocence. Like it's innocence, but it's like this it's an innocence that you can't trust. It's like when you for those who've babysat kids or been around children or have kids, it's like when you come home and your toddler is standing there looking at you like this, and you know that they spilt your stuff all over the floor, colored on your walls, you know what I'm saying? Like opened your wine and spilled it on your bed. Like that's the kind of energy. It's kind of like giving me doe eyes, like I didn't do nothing. Like, it was very childish innocence, but also I could be very destructive, childish innocence. Um, Mama Laka said, San said, you want to be all up in my business. Here it is. No, that's really exactly what he said. You want to be all up in my business, then here it is. And like I was getting flashes. I was like, oh no, 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 this is too much for me. Um Sungwa spilled some tea on San. Okay, so San, okay, they don't care about outing San's business, by the way. The rest of the members don't care about outing San's business in the metaphysical. They did not care. So I did get information from them on San in particular. Um, Momalaka said, let me see. Bin new San and nasty, la my songwa too, and cracking his dirty. Ah, yes. No, but for real, like, look, Sam being insult. Look. So, I was like, yeah, because I had asked someone. I said, okay. I was like, just confirm, like, do Sam be, he be getting it in, don't he? Because he dance like he do or whatever. Um, I said he probably got like many girlfriends and boyfriends or many lovers, right? And Sungwa in that world said boyfriends in particular, which had me like, come again. And he said, what did he say? He was like, I did not stutter. Boyfriends. Now I think that San is bi, but that's just my opinion, you know. Um, but right now he has many men, according to Sungwa. Okay, according to Sungwa in the metaphysical, this is not real. Everyone, please don't take it seriously. But that's what I got from him. Pretty much everybody. If I when I asked anybody, I'm like, okay, give me the tea, give me everybody business. They're all like, you already know. So, come on, you already know. Like you already know. You know exactly. Be who you are. So yeah, that's what I that's that. And like I said, San was like, I'm trying to be reserved, but if you really want to know, I can really let you know. Hell, I can let you see if you want. I said I didn't ask for all that. That had to be deaded. Um, okay. Nope, that no, I'm not gonna talk about that one. I said I'm gonna leave that one alone. Okay, let's see. You know what? But what I will say, all of them belong to San. That's all I'm gonna say. But okay. Oh, that's a lot. Wu Young was talking a lot. Oh my god. Oh, one interesting thing about Wu Young. Wu Young, it was I think it was like two members specifically that spoke to me in Korean. I can't understand Korean, but I could absolutely tell that in that realm they were speaking to me. Like Wu Young spoke very fast and in Korean. And it's not like I can understand Korean, but it's weird. I don't know how to explain for those of you who do read or channel, you know what it is when you're sort of channeling someone who speaks a different language, that you very well can hear that they're speaking in their native tongue, but it translates in your mind if like in your own language. It's interesting. um you could get, it's almost like you just get the general gist of what they're saying, like, ah, okay, or it's weird. I can't really explain it. Oh, that's what I said. Okay, so she put, is sensitive, and put Lioness told him to. Apparently, I told him to bring his five head out here because he was. Oh, Mingy, Mingy. Let's talk about Mingy. Mingy. Now that was amazing. Okay, so first of all, Mingy came out pink glitter, Grandoy's pink glitter. He had on leopard, like long. I could actually see his clothes, which although I saw the ones in my minds who stand out, their clothes, like for whatever reason that I could see, I could like literally see them from head to toe, are surprisingly Woo Young and Mingy. Because like I said, not only was Woo Young's, I didn't describe this to my sister, but not only was Woo Young's aura white and glitter, it was white and glitter, but he was wearing all white. He was wearing all white, and his hair was dark. I think he had a sort of like a bang like this, like it was like a half bang, and it was like a I don't know, it was a half bang, but yeah, his hair was dark and he wore all white, even down to his shoes. Everything was white. It just showed me purity. Mingy, Grandoy's Leo entrance, pink glitter energy, long leopard trench coat. I think his shirt, I can't remember what color the shirt was under it, but I think there may have been two layers. I don't know. But either way, what I can remember is definitely the long leopard print, and pink glitter. Um, Mingy arrives. She put like an angel. I told her it wasn't like an angel. He arrived like a king. He arrived with his arms out and like he was stepping. I like, even now I can see like shades. I don't remember if he was wearing shades, but it was like shades. But he was stepping out as if he was stepping out onto a stage solo, and people were giving him applause. That's how he came out to me, right? As if there was so much he was coming to offer or bring, or I should be bowing for his presence. Um, yeah, Princess Mingy. Did he have on a? I don't know. I don't remember. So, um, boom. So Mingy comes in, and why she put? Why did she put that anyway? Yeah, so he came in like that. Then he immediately pointed at me. I remember. Okay, that's why she put bitch there. She he immediately pointed at me, all rude, like pointed right at me like that. And he said, "You don't know enough about me to talk to me." That's what he said. That's what he said. And I swear I wanted to square up. I wanted to square up. And the brackets is he is dramatic. Oh, he was being dramatic about my disinterest, I guess. And I wasn't oh yeah, no, I was disinterested in pulling him forward at that time because I was so caught up in what everybody else wanted to say that I didn't really I didn't care to pull him forward. So when I did, he was real extra about it, like real extra about it, and then got disrespectful. So that's how that went. And so, yeah, and I was like, okay, all right, since you're coming at me with this strong aura, this strong energy, I was like, what do you have to say? Why does man gonna tell me he has nothing important to say? So of course I get mad because I'm like, why did you waste my time? Why did you waste my time? You did all of that to waste my time and give me nothing. Nothing. You wasted my time. You did all of that, pointed in my face, disrespected me, and then said you ain't got nothing to offer. Why? Like it was just what? It didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to me. But it was absolutely hilarious. It was. Um, Again, we have 50 people in here. So again, I'm going to go ahead and redisclaim. This is a legend for entertainment purposes only. This is me practicing on channeling energies. And yes, you can channel the energy of living. And so I'm just relaying the energy that I got off of the members of Ateez. You can take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to believe in it in any way, shape, or form. And also, please don't assume that this is fact or reality. Okay, this is the metaphysical and from what I am seeing and interpreting. Okay, all right, cool. So, um, okay, so yeah, Mingy had a lot to say, but it was all nonsense. I promise you, it's all nonsense. Like he spoke in riddles, like he was a Cheshire cat or something, right? I don't know what this is pertaining to, but because he was making no sense, she just put it in quotes, like stuff that he said. Like she just was like, okay, I don't okay, because he says I don't know what I asked of him, but either way, he tells me no because Wu Young knows, and I'm like, what does that mean? And he's like, Wu Young knows, and I'm like, what does that mean? Um, Wu Young. Okay, so Wu Young has a lot going on, and that's the part that I decided to exclude. Wu Young. I know a lot of you guys want to hear Wu Young, but I I deliberately.
The Wu Young part was pertaining to asking about their friendship when they first got into the company. Just Mingy and San and Asan and Yuno. And
ma'am.
My fault.
I deliberately is excluding that.
Oh no, that wasn't that. It was just, it wasn't about. I know what you're talking about. The part, it wasn't that. He was just saying Wu Young already knows about.
Oh, you're talking about what Mingy's reference was. What was it about?
It was just about because Wu Young came into the friend group later because San and Yuno and Mingy had already known each other, and then Wu Young came through later.
What did I ask?
It was just how they got along with that.
How they got along after. Oh, okay, got you. Okay, all right. So yeah, so that was in reference to that. I guess, however that happened, I guess he may be a little jealous of Wusan as well. So he's like, well, Wu Young know how I feel about it, and that was that. They said thanks. Mingy also was kind of on some JoJo Bizarre Adventure mess. Um, he's so egotistical. He says that he knows that Yo Song likes him. That's what the metaphysical version of Mingy said. Oh, that's what I'm calling metaphysical. Okay. So the metaphysical version of Mingy said Yo Song likes him. That's what he said. He's like, I know Yo Song likes me. Who doesn't like me? That's like the energy he had. He said he was talking about, he was telling me some bullshit. Like he was like, oh, like he tries to keep him and Yo Song relationship a secret. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I promise you, like he was saying nothing but nonsense. Like he was saying nothing but nonsense, at least to me. It was like, it was nonsense. Oh yes, my favorite fucking line. This bitch came. He was like, because like I said, he really had nothing to offer. He, in my opinion, he had nothing to offer. And he was like, everyone's jealous of me. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, it did not make no sense. Like, and I'm like, this is why I didn't even want to call on you. Like, I don't even, what is this? Like, what does this mean? Like, that shit made no sense. Um, um, I also asked, for whatever reason, I asked him like, okay, well, how, like, will Ateez be like really successful in the future, right? Like, will they be really successful? Will they blow up big? Mingy said, not really. They're only gonna blow up because of him. And I'm like, all right, you're really in here. You're really in here to just piss me off at this point. Like you're here because you want to. What is this? Mingy was honestly absolutely hilarious, but I was just sitting there like face palming, like you really don't have anything to say. Like you don't have anything of importance. Um, oh no, this was interesting. He said he doesn't like to be deemed as a liar, but then went on to say, but he can't seem to tell the truth. And I was like, again, I'm like, why do you speak in riddles? Like, you speak in reverse, you speak in circles. I mean, I get you, but I'm like, why? He was interesting. He was very interesting. Mingy was very interesting. Metaphysical Mingy was very interesting. Um, okay. He said Jong Ho plays too much because I guess, let me tell you something about Mingy. Mingy. Like I said, everything with Mingy is like backwards or like it comes full circle. So Mingy talking about how everyone loves him and has a crush on him, and then cause like, so he said something. He's like, oh, Jong Ho plays too much because I guess they may be close or they like play a lot or whatever. So he's like, oh, Jong Ho plays too much, and then I playfully asked him, I was like, oh, do you have a crush, right? And so he got real goofy and then flustered, and I was like, what is that? What does that mean? And then again, I guess he reiterated that Jong Ho plays too much, whatever. Um, what? Oh, and then he started lying to me, talking about some him and you know in a relationship, and they absolutely aren't. I knew that was a lie, but he really started saying bullshit. Like he started saying everything that made it seem like everybody was in love with him and also hated him at the exact same time. More was jealous of him at the exact same time. So Mingy just, he centered himself at the center of everything. Okay, everyone's in love with him. Everyone's also jealous of him, and Ateez will only be successful because of how cool he is. So, and then after he said all of this bull, he turns into a bit. He looks down, and his eyes get big, and he looks like this baby, like almost like I think I said something to him. Um, Yeah, she put it. Yeah, he had doe like eyes. Yeah, his eyes got really doe like, and then he kind of looked up at me like a baby, almost like wondering if I was believing, like if I was believing everything that he was saying, like almost like it was kind of like, did it work? Like kind of like that. So it was like again, like I'm like, you said a whole lot of nothing. You said a whole lot of nothing. You brought me around in circles. Like he came up there to talk just to be talking. What?
Oh no, I was going to tell you
Uh-huh.
what she said.
Uh-huh.
You mentioned you were getting tired because I think.
Oh yeah, thank you. I was getting tired, and then he felt bad and thought it was because of him. Like I would like he wore me out because I was getting tired because I lose a lot of energy when I do that. And so I was getting really weak and starting to get sleepy. And like he kind of looked like he felt bad, like he hurt me in some sense, or like took a lot of my energy. And so he wanted to know if it was like his fault. I was like, no, it's not your fault. I'm just tired. Um, yeah. Sure, it's not because of him. While he attempts to turn down, yeah, and then he kind of like turned down, like like all of the extraness. So I guess it wasn't so overbearing, like almost like a I wouldn't say volume, almost like a I don't know how to describe it. Jong Ho. When I got to Jong Ho, he was super cute. I got to Jong Ho last actually. He was actually super super cute. Like he was so cute. Um, and he was actually very baby like to me. His aura was red and glittery. He was red and glittery, super adorable. Like I was literally squeeing while channeling him, metaphysical him. Um, Yeah, I love my sister, man, because she be documenting stuff that I will never remember. So I guess I told her that appearance wise, that he presents like he's got it together. Let's see. Oh yes, importantly, John Ho told me that I should have called on him first. I should have spoken to him first. Um, oh yeah. I wanted to get okay. No, I'm not gonna talk about that. Anyway, let's see. Oh, not her putting in the notes that I got distracted. Um, what did he say? They always forget. John Ho says everyone always forgets. Forgets what? John Ho says he. Okay. Uh, I got some tea. So John Ho gave me tea on pretty much everybody. There was one dynamic. He said he's basically not touching with a 10-foot pole. But something fucking bit me on my ankle. I'm pissed. Um, he said your song definitely be talking to people crazy. And it actually took me till afterwards when my sister reiterated how your song talked to me crazy that I realized, oh snap, no, he right. He do be talking to people crazy. Um, so he was like, nah, your song definitely be talking to people crazy. um, let's see. Not gonna mention that. Let's see. He said, Jocko said Mingy is easy. So I guess for those of y'all who want to shoot y'all shot at Mingy, y'all can do it. He said Mingy is easy. Mingy's an easy catch. Um, he also said Mingy don't care what he talking about. Mingy don't be caring. Mingy don't be caring. Mingy will sit. Mingy does not care what he's talking about at any point in time. Anybody can go up there and tell him that Mingy likes them, and Mingy will be defeated and confused. He's he said Mingy is easily defeatable. So all of y'all who want to shoot your shot at Mingy, I would suggest if you have the opportunity, shoot it. Okay. Um, And Mary B said, yes, thank you, Jongo. Jongo be dry snitching. Let me tell you something. Jongo had the most tea, came out, told me that he had the most tea, and then had the audacity to say the real reason why didn't talk to you is because is a snitch. And I was like, I didn't say it because I was like, if I tell him he's literally snitching to me, then maybe that will, have a bad effect. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I learned from the last you that I chased away. Let me just be easy. So I'm going to be easy. So I didn't tell him that he's snitching in his place. So it is what it is. But he said, is a snitch, and that's really why he stayed quiet. At least in the metaphysical. Again. Okay. Yeah, she said, I'm turning 1000% Delulu. Yeah. Shoot. Have fun. I do. You know. So let's see. Yep. And here go his opinions on ships and couples. Here we go. Oh yeah, I did tell him that he should let his members take care of him more. I don't know why, but I said that. Anyway, and like it's documented, Jong Ho's not trying to hear shit about Sungwa and Hongjun couple. He don't want to hear nothing about that couple. He wants them to divorce. He's tired of them. And so then my sister, while I was channeling, asked him through me, like in a sense, like she just suggested, okay, well, what about the Sungwa and San's relationship? And Jong Ho quite literally was like, don't play with me. Like it's just don't play with me. Like attitude. When I tell you Jung Ho said is dead, you're dead, all of that. he metaphysical Jung Ho hates a lot of the main ships, and I think a lot of the ships involving certain people just because he's tired of seeing it and tired of seeing back and forth. That's really the energy. It's like he was giving me, I hate seeing it at home. I hate seeing it when we go out. I hate seeing them fight all the time. I hate seeing them get jealous of each other and this back and forth. I think they all should just divorce and shut the hell up so I can get some sleep at night. That's basically what he was on, what type of time he was on. Because apparently they really do be going at it like, wait, that sound bad. Like really be like dynamic wise, arguing, fussing, jealous, back and forth. So again, metaphysical version, right? Okay. Yeah, and Jong Ho as well said San got 7 relationships, one for each member, but he said he's lovable. Like in like he's a very kind and lovable person. He's got a lot of love to share. Let's see. He said Jong Ho really he had all the tea. Jong Ho had all the tea, and he was not afraid of spilling it, especially because he apparently hates all of them. Honestly, he really hates all of them. I don't know if it's I didn't say it, and I'm glad I didn't because I just thought of it. I was gonna say I don't know if it's also maybe because he's not highly involved that I know of in a lot of the ships, but he is sick of it, girl. He's sick of it. He really is. He said San and Yo Song is an affair. I really felt like, you know what? I'm really sitting here like you said, was a snitch and you spilled everyone's tea. Like, I don't know if could have given me more dirt than you did. I don't know. Maybe he gave me a lot of dirt out of full hatred and resentment, but I have no idea. But he definitely spilled. Yeah, so I don't even want to imagine how that must be for Wusan relationship with him getting involved or whatever that is, however you guys see or imagine their friendship dynamics, whatever it is. Um I'm not gonna touch too much on that actually. I'm gonna leave the rest of it alone. Let's see. Now I'm looking at the notes. I'm like, he may be dead ass. Are you like, hold on? Mm. Well, anyway, let's see. Okay, I wanted now. I like my bias is Sungwa, and so then I wanted to get nosy about Sungwa. I said, okay, well, what about Sungwa? Like, who he got, and what are his shifts within the group, or whatever, if he has any. And John Ho straight up was awesome. Don't nobody want that shit. I mean, like when I tell you he's an anti, like he don't want to hear it. He don't want to hear it. He don't want to hear it. He does not want to hear it. Metaphysical Jong Ho does not want to hear it. He don't. He's like, no sir. He said, don't nobody want that shit. So, um, he also said, is always sulky. Is almost like is like a brooding prince. Who he sits by the windowsill and broods. Oh my God. That's actually exactly how I described it to my sister like last week. And then like as I said that, I just thought about the new music video. But yeah, no, he's sulky and he sits, it's like he's a depressed big bear, okay? Not actually depressed, but he sulks a lot. Like he could get into sad boy mood, very sad pup. He wasn't allowed outside to play, sad pup. He's sulky. Mama Laka said, Jong Ho baby boy is hell. He is. What you guess say? He is tired. He was. Like, I was like, well, damn. I was like, well, damn, bitch. Like, full blown hater. But I don't blame him. I'm thinking about it. I guess that's what it is when you're like the youngest of the group and you're like seeing all of these clowns like trip and fall over each other and be mad that this member's playing more with this member and da-da. He's like, y'all are grown and I have to babysit y'all because y'all don't hurt each other feeling, sulking in his little puppy bed over there. San is crying because Woo Young broke up with him today. Yo San got a bruise on his face because Woo Young done scratched him. And like, Sung-Hwa is throwing himself over a balcony because Hong Jun hasn't come home for the fifth night in a row. And so it's just like, I guess he's like, it's chaotic. He's like, it's chaotic. That's how it is. The energy from what he's kind of like, he was giving me in particular. It's a lot of fire signs in that group. Bittersweet, them Aries do be sulky. Yeah, and they're dramatic, I guess, because like not that I'm thinking about it, him describing, as sulky, and then Sung-Hwa was just over dramatic in general. Yeah. Let's see. Is this Mingy again or is this Jong Ho? I can't remember. Oh yeah. In the notes, Jong Ho is aggressively anti Sung-Hwa. In the metaphysical Jong Ho is aggressively anti Sung-Hwa and anybody. He also said Woo Young is the most sought after member platonically. Woo Young's personality is both terrible and lovable. Oh yeah, I asked him also about the success of Ateez. Oh my God, I get it. I'm sorry, like little things are now clicking to me. So anyway, I asked him about AT's success, and he was very loud in my head. He goes, bah! Just like that, and like in sort of like, I don't know how to describe it. In that room, it was like a stack of coins. Like they were like about this wide, and they were as big as a building. So he's like, "We're gonna be like this rich." I was like, "Bah!" Like we're gonna be really big. We're gonna be really rich. Yes, thank you. Black Nuna Speak says 53 people and 21 likes. Come on, y'all. Yes, please show some love. Um, this was hard work. Y'all know I rarely be doing these. So, yes, please support it. The more love and support I see on these energy readings, the more often I will come back and do them and just share with you guys what I get. So, I really appreciate it. And again, thank you guys for stepping in the den with me. I wasn't even expecting to stay on here an hour, but let's continue. I was gonna give y'all a snippet, but I guess I'm gonna run down. I ran down the whole thing, huh? But you know what? I'm still keeping out, and I will tell you what I'm keeping out. Definitely wanted information on Wu Young Yo Song dynamic because my ass got real nosy. I did. I got very nosy. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. After I did that reading with the cards, I got very nosy. But that's the part that I'm omitting from the reading. I'm not going to share that at all. Like from the um anything else about your song? Yes. um well, this is the less problematic part of it. Like I said, I'm apparently there is a push pull between uh, Wu Young San Yo Song. There's a thing there between um, those three. That's pretty much it. Hold up. Oh, and Yo Song have lots of trouble communicating with each other. Those two, from what he displayed to me, was like, again, my favorite way to describe it is like The Sims when they try to communicate and like you're talking for a while, and then it's like negative, negative, and like then it doesn't work out. Um, let's see. So, but it seems like apparently, does keep trying to communicate with Yosa. um, for whatever reason, he showed me a reason why that they seem to have a not get. I won't say not get along because it's not. How do I? I'll just describe it. So he showed me like you know, allegedly or metaphysically having a way of mansplaining, right? So like he showed me like him arm around him looking like, look, you have to do it like this, and like trying to like tell him and show him how to do things that Yo Song apparently did not ask him for, did not need him to ask him for his help on. But he showed me that like he's like he has that thing with mansplaining sometimes. A disconnect. Awesome, thank you. Um, yeah, I don't know what that is, but apparently he likes to mansplain to Yo Song in particular. Um, from what I've seen, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Um, so sometimes when they get into have conversations, and then starts to mansplain things to him, it's like negative, negative, and then doesn't understand why he's not understanding or is not absorbing what he's saying, and so then he's like negative, negative, and it's just that's how it was shown to me. Uh, let's see. Um, Keisha does videos. So if he tries, he tries to big bro him. Yes, basically he tries to big bro him when Yo Song didn't ask. Um, let's see. Yes. It says is that he says is not egotistical, but sometimes he can offer advice without being asked. Um yes, Wu Young's food being terrible is a trigger for him apparently. Yeah, I asked him if his food was really that bad, and he started going off on he started going off on me in that realm. Um he started going I mean, I know he was cursing me out in another language. And so I was like, okay, I will not ask about it again. Chalala says, because Yo is such a naive and pure soul, like a person, so they treat him like a child. I made the mistake and did that to him when I was trying to grab hold of his energy. And that's why he insulted me and left. Because I didn't listen. And again, I'm just now realizing things as I'm saying. I basically knowed him in this realm, metaphysical, because this is how they was shown to me. So like I basically I don't know, I came on too strong, and was trying to explain his feelings for him as if he could not speak for himself, and then so therefore he he left and did not communicate with me. So I do have to be a little better and easier when attempting to um grab hold of these energies. All right. All right, we're on the closing parts. Let's see. Yeah, okay, more here's more of Sungwa's comments. And um I'm not gonna lie, I was curious. So I was like, okay, well, which one of y'all's is, which one is y'all on our team, and he says, we're all a little, and then he doesn't finish it off. But I felt like he wanted to say fruity. I did feel like he wanted to say we're all a little bit, fruity, but he didn't say it. He didn't say it. He just said it was kind of like eh, we may dabble here and there. Like it was that kind of energy. Let's see. Yes, I also because this is something I noticed while watching some Ateez games. I asked Wu Young why he kept killing Sung Hwa in all of these games, like, and he said he keeps killing Sung Hwa because he's annoying and deserves it. So that's what he said. Um, and for all of my Wusan shippers, um, Wu Young did mention something about San, I guess, when he got less angry. And he said he can lock San down, but he can't get him to stop getting around. So that's for y'all Wusan shippers. Um, that's all I have. Um, yeah, those are all the I guess key points that don't get too deep, I guess, into anything. Uh but yeah. What? Perfect time to remind you all that Yo Song recommended the book The Art of Not Giving a Really? Really? No, but for real, like literally all of them over there said that. They were like, well, girl, you already know. Like he I was like, well, say less. Say less. What you see is what you get. Oh, she didn't write down the key thing that he said. Oh no, she said it. Okay. My sister said basically when he was like, "Oh well, we're all a little," you know. My sister that made the comment. She said, "You work with what you got." right? Basically, you work with what you got. And then I remember specifically, he pointed directly in her direction. And he was like, there, that's it. I like that. I like that. And that was it. He was very funny. Very, you know what? He gave me the energy of like, I'm here to gossip. I'm here to gossip. Just include me in on the. He also, no, there was something else that he mentioned now that I said that, because I was going to say the girls. What was it? It was something on Twitter, something about Twitter. Um, I think he touched on, yeah, I was wondering if he was eating well and, if he was healthy. I didn't see it. What's on my page? Did you rip it out? Is it? No. Girl, that's an ugly cat.
Oh, yeah, I didn't draw that just while he was. No, it's all. Basically, what that part was
we were talking about, because I asked him, are they feeding him and shit?
Yeah, his health. It was in regards to his health,
right?
And you said to him in your way, the girls are saying that.
Okay, there we go. So you got you a little loud. It's a little loud. No problem. Go on.
Oh yeah, no. The girls are saying it was just the same thing. The girls are saying in regards to your health that you weren't doing.
Yes. I said the girls are saying in regard to your health that like something about like you weren't doing so well. What was it? Something along the lines like if you like, but you're you weren't doing so well, but you're getting that, but you're a lot healthier now. And he said this is exactly how I heard it in my head. The girls are right. And that made me laugh. The way he said the girls are right. Like he gave me full on, I'm here for gossip. Ah, yes, I know. I seen that. I read it. I'm interested. I know what they say about me. The girls are right. Like that's what basically that's what he said. And so that was very interesting. Yeah, it's not there, right? That's on my page, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did it fall out? No, it was a back page. I saw something. I didn't see that one.
Oh, I think it fell here. Is this it?
Mm-hmm. Because I know he was a full-on gossip girl over there. Talking about scandals and his scandalous open top.
Is this it? That there?
Oh, that's your song.
No, there's more towards the bottom because he actually interrupted your song.
He interrupted you?
Yes, he did. Yes, he is. Here he is. After you wish him well. That one?
Oh, I didn't see this. Oh, okay. Give me that. Because I can't see. The ring light is. I have more information.
There y'all go, Dan. Enjoy.
She brought more treats. Let's see. Let's see.
I didn't even finish recording. I'm over here watching the live.
You gotta record. Hurry up. Okay. Let's see. We did talk about Subin, and I actually have notes on Subin. I did not bring it up though. I did exclude the only other person I brought up was Ben Chan, but there were mentions of other K-pop groups that I just decided not to bring into this because there's certain things I'm like, that's a little risque to be saying. Let's see. Well, that's fine. Love the babies regardless of what they like to play in. Let's see. Yes. So where is it? Because I gotta find where he interrupted your song trying to speak to me. Oh, okay. Yeah, so there's notes on your song who was still around during a good portion of this. Oh, there's more. Okay, cool. Here's some more notes on on when Yo Song was first around, because I know you guys wanted more Yo Song. Oh wow, there's a lot more Yo Song. I don't even remember. Okay, so here's some more tea, guys. Let's see. I don't know what Yo Song. I don't know if this page was first. I think it may have been first. So yeah, so it's notes pre-channeling. Yo song definitely was hanging around, but he had nothing to say. Let's see, yeah, this is where it's described. Was also around. He's annoying. I did say was very annoying. He was absolutely very annoying. He was very annoying. He did successfully get under my skin. But it's very annoying like a child. He's being coy and giggling that he is out of my reach. There we go. Um, all right, let's see. San is the next to attempt reaching. Let's see. I don't know what she put there monetarily. Was that what she was trying to say? Yes. Yeah, that's when he came in, had a power stance, and he didn't want to expose or put anyone's business out there. But when I pressed him, he said, I'll put it out there. If you want to talk about me now, even though he did, and let me not. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so in the beginning, that's when Sungwa stepped forward and he was very that's where he was very dramatic, like I will speak. Like since everyone is playing coy, like he was giving me, I am not shy. I will say what's on my mind. You know? Um he and then I didn't want to speak to him. Thank her for these notes. I didn't want to speak to him because immediately he was like he wanted to talk about Hong Jun. Like he had a lot to say. That's why I was kind of hitting that before, but I didn't have the notes to remind me what happened. Because I was like, he wanted to speak about Hong Jun, but he didn't want Hong Jun to come forward. He was like pushing him back because he did not want Hong Jun to say things that were not like that would be not what he wanted to say, if that makes sense. Okay, yes, let's read her notes and how she described it from what I was telling her. Let's see. So Sungwa wanted to say that Hongjun pays a lot of attention to him despite what people think. Um, and he said that their group dynamic is fine. Yeah, and Gyeosang was still present around that time. He was quiet. He was quiet and sad, but he didn't want to talk about his friendship dynamics. Um, okay, I'm gonna skip that part. Let's see. Oh yeah, Yo song was quite. Hold up, this just reminded me of something else that happened. I'm gonna tell you guys, they're all kind of dramatic. They're all. It's like different types of dramatic. It's like dramatic presence like Mingy. Then it's like dramatic gossip drama show. Then it's like dramatic like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Then you have the melodramatics are and Yosong. Um, those two are very melodramatic. So it's like those four in particular have very 4 or 5 or whatever. They have very strong and different types of drama that is like portrayed, but all of them are very dramatic. Let's see. I'm gonna paraphrase Yo song. Yo song. Okay. At first I was like, Yo song, are you depressed? Like, cause he was giving me this energy, like he was depressed. Like he was like, but then as he got closer, I was like, are you really depressed or are you just sad right now? Like what's going on? Um, and he wasn't depressed. Um, he basically Yo song is basically on some they all hated me. Okay. And before you guys get worried, there's nothing to worry about because Jong Ho came back and he was like, "Don't nobody hate Yo Song. Yo Song he just be over there and he don't be caring what he talking about and he be talking to people crazy sometimes. And then sometimes when people misunderstand him, he immediately decides everyone hates him and he can get dramatic, at least in the metaphysical form. Okay, so." don't get scared or weary, but he was really on some they all hated me, I don't know how they feel, and blah blah blah. Meanwhile Jongho sitting there like, girl, don't nobody hate you, you doing too much, and you literally just insulted like two of the members just a second ago. Like it was that kind of energy, like, girl, what are you talking about? So let's see. Oh, Malaka said, Linus, I'm gonna need the stuff you did say on here on Patreon for real, for real. I will post it on Patreon. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to post it on Patreon. And I guess it could count as like the part of the continuation to the Yo Song and Wu Young reading. So I'm gonna put those in between the next reading or whatever. Y'all know. I'm gonna put it on Patreon. Um, but yeah, very, very, very melodramatic. But there does seem, I will say, there does seem to be a genuine confusion with Yo Song though. Like there was a genuine confusion. Like he really was not sure, almost in a sense, if he was doing things right or not. Um, but it's like those whatever he was believing, John was like, it's really not. That's really not what it is. Like he's overthinking things and then underthinking certain things. So um right, exactly. I said Jong Ho being the youngest and yet the most level headed is so entertaining. Right, it was like Jong Ho came. Honestly, I'm glad I spoke to him last. I mean, I know he was like, you should have called on my energy first, but calling on him last was also great because he kind of clarified a few things that were like I couldn't understand. Um, oh yes, okay. Hold on. There's more Yo Song. There's more Yo Song, guys. Don't worry. Let's see. So yes, Yo Song started to get into his feelings on how he felt about each of the members, and Sungwa came forward and basically mushed Yo Song to the back. It was just like Sungwa has reappeared to speak over Yo Song. Yo Song almost fades when Sungwa appears. Then Yo Song hid. Like he hid. Like so he's like a baby lamb. Um yeah, Sungwa Sungwa was basically on like enough about that. Like he was on some enough about that and kind of came forward like nobody cares what he has to say, what the children have to say. Okay, what he has to say was more important. And I don't know what the hell he had to say at all, but he absolutely came forward. um let's see. Some more notes on Yo Song. Wait. Oh well, no, I told Yo Song that his heart is very guarded. Um, he's sensitive. Um, let's see. I, he was telling me about his. I don't know what he was trying to say about Hong Joon, but he just goes, Hong Joon is not. He doesn't finish. And then I see in brackets it says is a non-factor. So I don't think he really cares. Like, and it's not like he doesn't dislike Hong Joon at all. He really likes him, but he's like, it's almost like, you know what it was? It was like Hong Joon, he's not important for me to talk about right now. That's really what it was. Um, he said, but he did say Hong Joon takes very good care of him. Um, and he said he can be very caring when he wants to be. So oh, Yo Song says doesn't like him, but will play with him. He says they don't see eye to eye. Again, Jago said that is just not the case. It's just that Yo Song be hurting people feelings sometimes, and just being like, that's okay. I just, I may have insulted you or hurt your feelings. I don't know why you are sad. You know, like that. That's kind of like how that was. And I is that it? Let's see. Let me make sure. Is this Mingy? More Mingy? Hold up. Yeah, because I was telling, yeah, okay. So even I picked up for Yo Song. I said these are his personal interpretations of their relationship dynamics, although it is not seen the same way by everyone else. Again, he cut off because he wanted to talk about Yo Song wanted to talk about Mingy. And it was like Mingy is not, and then he just doesn't say anything for a bit. Um, And then it's just like, it says he likes Mingy, but he's another one. And I guess he was trying to say something about how he feels like I'm cool with Mingy, but he's another one. And he started saying something and I zoned out. And even in the notes, it was just like, Lioness is not listening. That's also why I was insulted by him, by the way, because I was not paying him attention when he was trying to give me information. I was absolutely zoning out. So that's why he said, you're mediocre and you're not a good listener. So there's that. So yeah. Yosong said that he likes and loves every single one of the members, but he doesn't trust. He doesn't have trust in their relationships. So he has a lot of insecurities. He doesn't seem like he's very secure in their dynamics. Yeah, he said he doesn't know exactly how they feel about him, and that's what hurts him. So he's not ever sure. He holds a lot of insecurities. Let's see. Let me see what else. What other kind of tea? Let's see. Yeah, all right. Jill was ready to get things off of his chest. He was, and I was an ass. So there you have it. Let's see the last parts of this. Wait, hold on. I think this is the dynamics. Hold on. Yep. Let's see. Oh yeah, I made a joke because I had seen something on TikTok, and because I was asking about their relationships and dynamics and even ships and everything, and then I made a joke and I said, at least I'm not trying to be. I said, at least I'm not. I'm. Yeah, I said, at least I'm not trying to make y'all my spiritual boyfriend or whatever. Because I seen some girl on TikTok like talking about she was like dating in the metaphysical world or in the spiritual world, and I was like, okay. Anyway, Yo Song laughed at that joke. The metaphysical version of him, the energy that I channeled, laughed at that. So there was that. And that's the end, I think. Wait. Damn, I keep thinking it's the end. I'm like, I am at the Atlanta concert when he kept trying to end end the concert after every single song. Let's see. Not Sungwa coming back again. Okay, so in the notes, Sungwa's energy was yellow, and it was like this is before he was like he reappears, he speaks before Hongjun because he said Hongjun is mean. Sungwa was like Hongjun is mean. Sungwa, but I was like Sungwa is it has a shy energy, but he's also very shameless, like very shameless. Yeah, that's when I was like, I asked him if he was here to talk about Hongjoon, like, because I wasn't trying to talk to him if he wanted to talk about Hongjoon, and so I asked him, are you here to talk about Hongjoon? And Sungwa pretended like he was not there to talk about Hongjoon, And she put in the notes, he fools no one. Sungwa pretends that he wanted to actually speak about San. Um, yes. Yeah, pretty much. He also wanted to let us, like, almost similar to Mingy, he wanted us to know that all of the members love him, and that he don't like being the mama because he although he doesn't mind cleaning. It's like he's like cleaning up after all of these men is stressful. Um, I don't. Okay, and then he specifically tells me Yo song to him. Yo song is special, but is not special. I don't know what that means. I guess meaning I think he was meaning in a sense that he'll take special care of Yo song, but he will not take special care of or will no longer take care special care of I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe has lost privileges of I don't know if Sunwalk cleans up after all of them. Maybe has lost his privileges or has disrespected Sunwalk, so he will no longer help with chores or whatever it is. But yes, um, yeah. I think I covered everything. I don't know what that child was trying to spell here. But yes, that's it. That's all I have, guys. Whew, I actually covered everything. I tell you, I promise you I wasn't even gonna come live this weekend. I was so tired. I didn't sleep yesterday, and I know I need to go to bed tonight, but I did have 2 Red Bulls, so I'm probably gonna be up for 2 days. And hopefully, I will have enough brain cells to get everybody's Patreon reading out recorded tomorrow and then out by Tuesday. I do have more readings coming. So please, everyone, if you are interested or want to know more about the types of readings that I have, personal or for idols, please go check out my Patreon. I would really appreciate it. Make sure you thumbs up the video and live. Thank you all for joining me and having so much fun with me. I love your comments. Mary B said, did Hongjun say anything else? No, Hongjun didn't say anything else. Sungwa basically, I don't know how to. Sungwa basically blocked everybody that was trying to come forward. He refused to let Hongjun come forward. Hongjun came forward eventually, but he didn't get to say much. Sungwa kind of energy kept coming forward and pushing everyone back to the back because he wanted to talk and kind of gossip about stuff. So there was that, and then like I said, for those who wanted, wouldn't talk. I also insulted so wouldn't come talk to me either. Did a bad job with Yo Song because Yo Song tried to talk me and I was not trying to listen. So basically, most of the tea came from Jong Ho. I can't even say it came from Mingy because Mingy spoke in riddles. So everything really came from Jong Ho. Woo Young had a lot to say, but that is going to be strictly Patreon information. Woo Young, San, and Yo Song's maybe is going to be strictly Patreon because I think I could do a better job with it because for whatever reason I ended up becoming very sensitive about the topic as well. So, and it seemed like all of them were sensitive about it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna leave it alone. So I low key don't want to share it too much, but I will still put more information on Patreon about that. But thank you guys for watching. Let's see. Thank you, Momalake. I will try to go and sleep. Yeah, let's see. I joined last minute. YouTube really be trying me with these notifications. I'm sorry, Kayla. I'm sorry. But yes. Thank you all for being here. I hope to see you guys again next time in the Lion's Den. I will go rest. I love you all. Leave in the comment section below if you want to suggest readings that you want me to do and put out this week. More of next week, honestly. So leave in the comment sections topics, readings, or even other energy readings you want me to practice on. Remember, it's all for alleged for entertainment purposes only and does not reflect the actual idols and their actual personalities or dynamics. So, bye. Good night.